Hello everybody, so by now you've probably watched the video that I did about packing for my honeymoon, and in that I referenced the fact that I'm going to do a separate video for how to pack your makeup when you are going on a trip. So my trip is 10 days, but I think that you basically have the same makeup for any length of trip. So my usual makeup case is this big, huge, heavy thing. I'm consolidating to this little travel case. So I'm just gonna kind of show you guys what I have. It opens up like this, and in here is a little zipper, and then right here are all my brushes, and then that folds down to little things that I don't want to get lost, and then in here is kind of like the bulk of my makeup. So I actually have brought two different kinds of foundation because I have my Makeup Forever HD foundation and then I have my less expensive True Match. So because we're gonna be in Italy and there's gonna be days where maybe it's rainy or I don't want like a full face of makeup or I don't want something that's really heavy, I will use my cheaper True Match. And then if we're going out or if it's a fancy day or whatever, then I will use my better HD foundation. And they're both pretty small, so I bring both of them. And then I just bring one little sponge to go with that because I apply my makeup with a sponge. And then for the HD foundation, I actually brought a foundation brush as well because I feel like this gives you better coverage when you want full coverage. So I'm not bringing a ton of brushes. I'll just show you my brushes really quickly. So here's the brushes I have. I have my eyebrow brush, which is it's a little thing, and then it has a little smoother on the other end. Then these two are my two eyeshadow brushes. So there's a crease shader and then a lid shader. Then I have my foundation brush. And then this is actually my eyebrow pencil, but it's so skinny that it kind of gets lost in here pretty easily. So I just put it in with my brushes to keep better track of it. Then I have my fluffy brush. And then this is just my little contouring brush. And then my powder brush is actually in one of the zipper pouches because it is such a long brush, it doesn't fit in with the other brushes. So those are the only brushes that I've brought. And then I brought a couple of these little sponge tip applicators because I use these to apply the white on my eye. And then a little pair of cosmetic scissors because you never know when these suckers will come in handy. I use these things for all aspects of my life, so I always have them on me. I used to actually carry them in my bag that I took with me everywhere until one year I went to Ink and Iron and they got confiscated because you can't have them at festivals, and then I kind of realized that baby scissors are kind of a dangerous object and they probably would keep getting confiscated, so now I just put them in my makeup kit. And of course I have my tweezers. I never ever travel without my tweezers because you never know, even beyond cosmetically, if you get a splinter or you need to get something little out of an area. These little tweezer mans I've had for like 15 years and they work perfect. So after the foundation, I have just a little bronzer, and this is what I use just for a little bit of contouring, especially because I'm so pale. So this kind of gives me a little bit of color. And then after that, I have just one little blush. I just kind of got a nice pinky, peachy, ready. It's just kind of a color you can use for any look that you need. You see this in almost all of my tutorials. It's Wet n Wild. It's super inexpensive. And then I have a little highlighter by The Balm, and this is just for a little bit of shimmer on your cheekbones when you want to look fresh. Oh, and I also brought a little primer. I didn't bring my HD mattifying primer, which is the one that I love. It's kind of expensive. It's also glass, and I don't want to bring anything that's glass in here just in case something drops. I don't want it to get glass everywhere. So this is just my little 15-hour primer. It's called Stay Flawless. It's by Benefit, and it's actually a little stick. So it's a little bit more travel friendly. You could just whoosh, whoosh over your face. You don't have to get your hands dirty with it. Then I have my little Boing Under Eye Concealer, and I just use this stuff under my eyes because it's so thick, it's too much for your face. So I use True Match regular concealer. This is liquid concealer for the rest of my face if I have spots that I need to cover up. Then I have my little Naked palette by Urban Decay. And this thing is awesome because it's got everything you need from light to dark and everything in between. I don't wear a lot of colorful makeup when I'm out on vacation because I don't really want to have to worry about what's going on with my makeup. So basically, like, what you see on my face right now is my basic makeup. So this is perfect because if I want to go dark, I can. If I want to go light, I can. It's got everything in between and it's tiny, so it's perfect. Then I brought one pair of fake eyelashes just in case These are my Ardell 118s, the ones I always wear. Odds are I won't wear them much, but I figured I would bring them just in case because you never know when you're going to need a pair of fake lashes. I also brought my little gold shadow. This is 24K by Victoria's Secret, and it's just a really nice sparkly gold. So I figure if we go out for a nice night out, this will be my go-to that's not included in the neutral palette. But beyond that, I did not bring any. Oh, just kidding, I totally did. I brought my Sugar Pill White. This is my taco that I use as kind of a brow highlighter and an inner corner highlighter. So these are the only two loose shadows that I brought. Everything else is in that Naked palette. Then for my brows, I have my little Anastasia Beverly Hills. I actually have this little guy, which is where I usually keep all of this stuff, but obviously I don't want to add more to my luggage than I need to. So the little brush and the little eyebrow pencil that I showed you before are part of this kit. This is also a eyebrow shadow, and this is a eyebrow gel to kind of smooth the roughs. So that's the whole kit that I use for my brows. So these are my little extra pieces that are just floating around in here. Then I have my eyeliner, which is my liquid liner by The Balm. It's called Schwing. And then I keep also a little mini mascara in my kit, or in my travel bag. And this is just They're Real by Benefit. I also keep a black waterproof eyeliner pencil. This is just a screw up so that I don't have to worry about sharpening it, so then I don't have to carry a sharpener with me. I used to carry one with me and it would always bust open and I would get shavings all over my bag. I also do mini with my powder. This is just a little tiny travel powder jar, and this is actually Laura Mercier's translucent powder, and this is my absolute favorite new powder. It's not reflective like a lot of the other ones are, so I know a lot of the time when you have loose powder, they come in these big jars and they take up way too much space. So just get yourself one of these little jars, and this is more than enough for my 10-day trip. But mostly for touch-ups, I use these oil absorbing sheets from CVS, and I love these suckers. This is the cheapy brand. They work just as good as the other ones. There's 50 sheets in here. They only cost a couple of dollars, but it's perfect when you start getting shiny or oily. You just take these sheets and kind of dab them over the oil. They absorb it right away, because when you keep applying powder over your face, it's gonna start to get cakey, especially if you're in a humid area on your vacation. The oil absorbing sheets are gonna help you a lot more than powder is. So now I have my lipstick and my lip liner, and I just carry my cheapy Revlon Red and then a lip brush to apply it, of course. And then two different lip liners. I have a darker wine colored one and a lighter red colored one. So then that way if I want to go dark with my lipstick, I can just use the darker one as a base and it'll change the tone of my lipstick. That's an easier way than carrying a bunch of lipsticks because they take up a lot of space. So then I also have a little pimple spot treatment. This is just a Neutrogena on the spot pen. So just in case you sprout up with a pimple overnight, this sucker will take care of them. You wake up in the morning and they're much more decompressed. Ice also helps with that. Mini nail file, it's always good to have just in case. Same thing, you never know if you're gonna get a snag. And then my eyelash curler, which I probably should just keep this in my regular makeup kit because I don't use this on an everyday basis, but I'm a creature of habit and it's been in my makeup bag forever, so I just kind of keep it in there. So that is all the makeup I am taking with me on my vacation. I hope that you guys found this useful. Like I said, I'm not taking all of my makeup because I think it's way over the top. I even feel like I'm probably taking too much makeup, but I'm a makeup girl, so you can never be too safe. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. I hope that you enjoy my videos about my honeymoon and about my wedding. I've really been stoked on the feedback. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.